That don't look bad.
We have one last thing we need to build for the playhouse, so let's get to work.
This is day 14 of the Playhouse build, and today we're gonna be building the rock wall. So let's get started. So right now you're probably wondering, why are we in my garage when we need to build a rock wall? Well, the nice thing with building a rock wall is I can build it all inside, and then all I need to do is take it outside and throw a few screws at the top of it to mount it to the actual playhouse, and it'll be all done. Plus, it's also 30 degrees outside right now, and the last time I worked outside in the cold, I got a little sick, which I'm still recovering from a cold right now, so I wanna try to avoid that at all costs. So now, let's get to building it. Real quick, the measurements for my rock wall are as follows. It's gonna be 8 feet tall and 32 inches wide. Now, those are specific to my playhouse and what I wanna have set up. It all depends on what you wanna do. But for me, I thought 32 inches wide is perfect because my opening's only 24 inches wide. And an 8-foot height allows for a little bit of a slope and pitch so that it's just not straight up to the playhouse, so that if someone falls, they kind of have something they could potentially grab onto if they do fall. So let's start cutting our boards. And real quick, the material you're gonna need for this is not much. You're gonna obviously need rock wall grips, which I got these on Amazon. They were relatively cheap. I think it was like 30 bucks for a 20 pack or 25 pack. And then for the wood itself, I chose to use 2x6s. This is all the 2x6s I have left over from my project. I also have 2 little 2x4s on top. I don't know if I'm gonna need them, but I just brought them in here just in case. So now I'm gonna make all my cuts I need, and then we'll start putting it together. So the first boards we're gonna cut are the 32-inch wide boards. So to figure out how many you're gonna need of those, you're gonna measure the width right here of the board. So now that we know that the board's 5.5 inches wide, and we know that our rock wall is gonna be 8 feet tall, we're gonna do 8 times 12, which is 96 inches, and then we're gonna divide 96 by 5.5, which gives you roughly 17.5 boards. So we're just gonna make it even and cut 17 boards, maybe 18 if I want an extra one just in case, and then we'll roll on from there. Also, what I did real quick is set up a stop here so I can just bring my boards in, slap it up to my stop, and make the cut. Makes it a whole lot faster than measuring every time. So let's cut 17 boards. And just like that, we have 18 boards cut. That's just how it worked out with the 8-foot long boards I had. So I'll probably have one extra board, but that's all right. If there's one that's messed up, I got an extra. So now we need to combine the boards we just cut with our 2x6s. However, these 2x6s right here, we're not gonna mount the boards to these. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm gonna lay all the 2x6s out that I just cut. That's gonna be the front of the rock wall. I'm gonna take 2 8-foot long 2x6s and set them on top and nail them in or screw them in from this way. And the reason why I think that's better is because you're not gonna have any nails or anything potentially that could stick out or cause a rough area on the side that the kids are gonna be climbing and playing on. And I also think it's just a cleaner look. So let me lay out the boards real quick and put the backers on. Now that everything's laid out, it's time to lay the 2x6s on. So we got our 2 boards laid out. First thing I wanna do is gonna shoot 1 framing nail into each board all the way down each of these stringers, and then I'll screw it in to fully suck that wood in and lock it in place. All right, so right now that's really not bad. It's pretty secure, but we're gonna have kids playing on this, so let's throw some screws in it just to make it extra secure. Just like that, it's nice and secure. So let's move on to the next step. Now you're probably getting sick and tired of me saying this if you've been watching this series all along, but this wood's gonna be making contact with the ground. So let's put some joist tape on it, keep it protected, and make it last longer. Now we're basically done on the back side for now. So we're gonna flip it over and start marking out where our hand grips are gonna go. Oh, that sucker's beefy. Yeah. Now that it's flipped over, real quick, I'm just gonna give it a light sand just to get any imperfections out, and also make sure I have no nails popping through or screws, and also hit the edges so we can't get splinters. Actually, I'm gonna just route the edges because I think it's gonna make it a little better. By no means is this perfect, but it's smooth edges, which is good in case someone grabs the outside. So now let's put the hand grips on. So when it comes to the hand grips, I read like 12 to 18 inch spacing roughly for like younger kids. So I'm just gonna kind of lay every single one I got out and mark out the holes and drill. Also, I'm definitely not a rock climber, so if there's some certain way you're supposed to lay the different colors out, I have no clue, so this is just for my kids. That don't look bad. Now let me just mark the holes and drill them. I like this layout, so I'm gonna take a picture of it so I can place it back once I drill the holes. Now let's flip it over and put part of the bolts in. You're probably a little curious to what I'm putting in. So let me show you. This is what the kit came with right here. So you just hammer it in the back, so you don't need to worry about holding the bolt on the back, and screw in on the front. Easy as that. So I just realized I messed up. I gotta pull some of that out that I put in the 2x6 here. The screw or bolt is not deep enough, so I'm just gonna have to drill a wider hole so these can sink in more, and then that'll make it work. We got a mess going on here. Let's clean it up. Now let's flip it over and put the grips on. Also, to make this process faster, I just cut the end off the Allen key so I can put it in my drill chuck. It's gonna speed it up a whole lot. Let's take it outside and put it up. So we got our rock wall roughly where we need it. So now I'm going to make some small adjustments and get it nice and level, and then we'll mount it. So right now I got it roughly where I want to sit. Now what I'm going to do is I want to cut a nice angle on the 2x6s that are laying flat, so it can get sucked a little closer to the playhouse and be basically flush with the 2x6s that are out on this side, if that makes sense. I'll show you in one sec. So we're going to take a 2x4, put it right in here, and then we're gonna scribe, and that's the angle we're gonna need to cut this wood at. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So now we're gonna take it back down, make our cuts, and then we'll be good. Screws are out of the way, let's cut. So just like that, it's set in place where we need it. We're gonna sink a few screws in the back to just hold it in place, and we'll be almost done. Now we got one more thing to do. So the last thing we're gonna do to the rock wall is add a rope. This is per my 2-year-old's request. I guess she has one at her preschool, and she really wants one. So to do that, I got this little D-ring right here that I can mount right up into here, and I'll just run the rope down. She can use it to climb up if she wants. The D-ring's mounted, now we just gotta attach the rope. And just like that, the rock wall's done, and the rope's ready to go. And now the playhouse is officially ready to be played with. Well, it's almost ready. The last thing I need to do now is install the trim.
So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like so you don't miss part 13 where we finish up the playhouse build. And as always, the links to the products and materials I used will be listed in the description down below.